Happy Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day. I hope you did something for the people who are important to you, mainly your mother. Sent my mama some flowers, sent her a nice text this morning. I hope you do the same. To all the mothers out there, thank you so much for what you do, because without you, there is no us. You make the world go round. You are greatly appreciated, and I hope those that are close to you today show you that love and appreciation that you deserve, that you have earned. To you, Miss Renee Diane Creighton, my mama, I love you so much. You are the greatest woman I've ever met. You are the strongest woman I've ever met, I've ever seen. Thank you for raising me the way you did. I feel like, I'm the last of a dying breed, and that's because of you. So thank you, Mom. I love you so much. I know you live out all the way in fucking Athens, but I'll be coming to see you soon, Mama. I love you, and I hope you have a great day. And to my little brother, you better buy our mama something nice, man. I got flowers sitting out there, damn it. You better buy something, boy. I'm not playing with you. Do something nice for our mama. Show her some love. Excuse my language, Mom. I'm sorry. Welcome to The Window, the sports betting podcast where we want to turn our losing hobby into a legitimate side hustle and make a little money on the side. We don't care what the sport is. As long as we can find an edge, we are betting it. We are here today with a massive card, as we always do. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that we are on a 13-5 WNBA run, 6-2 in the NBA. MLB, we're in the dog days of summer, man. We are down some units. It is what it is. We'll get it back. I promise you, all we're betting is underdogs, getting rid of the Nerfy and the Yerfies for a time. Baseball wants runs, it seems, and the juice that you have to pay, the price you have to pay for the Nerfies and the Yerfies is not worth it, considering all we bet is underdogs here. So finding plus money on those is a little more difficult. So we're going to take them out of the equation for a while, maybe till towards the end of June, and bring them back around the All-Star break. We'll see how that goes. But we are here. Let's get some money. Let's get these tickets to the window. Get your coffee, get your pen and pad. Write this shit down because it's going down today. The run continues. All right. We're on a good one. We're going to keep it going. MLB quick hitters, baby. Here we go. Bet number one, Washington Nationals on the money line. Cade Cavalli versus Sandy Alcantara. Alcantara's having a down year. He was a bet on pitcher the past 2 years. Now he's tossing up beach balls. His strikeout to walk percentages is 8.2, 16% strikeout rate is 17th percentile. Basically, like I said, he's tossing up beach balls. Cade Cavalli, his xFIP is 4.24. K to walk rate is 13.9%, 24.2% strikeout rate, 75th percentile. He's higher up. He's throwing 96, 97 mile an hour fastball. The Nationals, surprisingly, as bad as they are, they've got a top 10 offense. Cade Cavalli has a better xFIP, the better strikeout to walk percentage, and yet Washington's a dog. The market's wrong. They're overvaluing Sandy Alcantara. Give us a Nationals on the money line, half unit play, full unit play on this one. The Rays against the Red Sox. The Red Sox are a mess. I don't understand how Tampa are dogs in this game. Nick Martinez's xFIP is expected fielding independent of position is what xFIP is. It's 3.4, 29.2% hard hit percentage rate. That's elite contact suppression. He's not getting hit hard. Rays have the better record. They're playing better baseball. And I want to take a second to tell you this. And I said it with Chris on the other podcast we did together. ERA is a trash stat for betting. It's backwards looking, defense dependent, and noisy. We go by xFIP, expected fielding independent of pitching. It takes away the luck. Defense is sequence. It tells you what the pitcher stuff actually is. Strikeout to walk percentage is a king indicator. Commands plus whiffs, independent of your shortstop's range, how far he can get. So with Cavalli going against Alcantara, his expected fielding independent of pitching is 4.24. Alcantara's is 4.44. The line says otherwise. That's your edge. You take advantage, you do a deep dive on these stats, and that's what you'll find. Next up, I'm betting against the Guardians again. It's the biggest dog on the board. Gavin Williams, listen, he's good. but he's got a 14.9% barrel rate, which means he's getting hit hard, and he's been getting lucky. It's the worst. He's got the worst contact profile among any starter in the MLB that qualifies. Andrew Morris is he's got a six pitch mix, 95, 96 mile an hour fastball, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Barrel percentage plus BABIP is the stat. A barrel percentage is what measures the contact a pitcher allows, exit velocity, launch angle, what produces doubles and triples, not just singles. When a pitcher has a 14.9% barrel rate, which is bottom of the league, but 207 on the BABIP, it's top of the league, that's luck. And Gavin Williams is luck. He's due for regression, and I think it's today. So we are taking the Twins on the money line. And you're giving me plus money on Bryce Elder against the Dodgers. I'm going to take it every single time. So we're taking the Braves on the money line against the Dodgers. And it's a regression trap. Who's pitching for the Dodgers? Robleski, his Sierra is 5.39. That's another stat we can get into later. His xFIP, which the other guys I mentioned before, they were like 4. This guy is at where is it? Yeah, he's at 5, and he's bottom of the league in strikeout to walk percentage. His strikeout percentage is bottom 1%. No strikeouts in his last start against this Braves lineup. Give us the Braves at plus money. And last but not least is the Pittsburgh Pirates on the money line. The Giants are rolling out Tyler Mahle. Terrible. This Giants team is really bad. They just beat the Giants 13-3. They're the worst offensive base in baseball out in San Francisco. It's a first-year coach out of first-year baseball manager out of Tennessee. So it's a transition period. The offensive terrible. They'll regress back towards the mean, but right now they are a bet against team. So that's the card. I'll run through it one more time. Pittsburgh, the Pirates on the money line, the Braves on the money line, the Minnesota Twins on the money line. Our biggest position is on the Rays on the money line against the Red Sox, and the Nationals on the money line against the Miami Marlins. All right, that's the Diamond 5 dogs, all plus money, not paying any juice. We get 3 out of 5, we're good. We get 2 out of 5. If one of them's the Twins, we're good. Don't have to have a winning year. Next, on to the WNBA, where we are on a hell of a run to start the season. It's early in the season. Markets are inefficient. In 2025, home dogs covered 54% of the time in the WNBA. Seattle mortgaged everything for Dominic Malonga. And listen, the girl's a hooper for sure. But them traveling across country, having just played 2 nights ago, going to Connecticut, who they're bad, but they are not that bad. So I got this last night, and you'll see it on the tickets at the end. We got Connecticut +2. That line has flipped. Sharp Money has crushed this line, and Connecticut's now -1. Bet Connecticut on the money line, or don't bet it at all. Just my personal opinion. Same game, we are taking the under 165 for bet number 7. Connecticut games averaged 161 last year. Seattle games 160. I don't know where they're getting this 165 from. And after both teams lost in their first game of the season, both coaches called out on defense. So how are they going to respond? Playing better defense. Next bet, who I mentioned before, Seattle mortgage their future for, Dominic Malonga. We're taking her over 16.5 points. She had 21 points in the first game. She's fastest to ever to 200 career rebounds. She is a producer. She is the future of this franchise. They're just going to suck for a while. Going back to one of the bets we made for WNBA MVP at either 8-1, 9-1. Flo J. Johnson out of LSU, we're taking her over 12.5 points. Last game, she played 26 minutes. The coach already said she is going to be a foundation piece for this offense. So over 12.5 points, I think, is a gift. And we're going to take it. And in regards to Dominic Malonga for the Seattle Storm, her usage is going to spike. It's going to go up. She's 6'6". She's long. She's lanky. She can play. Her shot volume is going to go up. And I love every bet on this game, with the exception of the under, because unders die. The numbers say bet them. I bet them. We got lucky yesterday with the Aces and Mercury under. I did not see that coming at all, to be honest with you. The Mercury they were pissed about getting swept last year in the finals, and they showed that. It was ring day for the Aces, and they paid the price. Next up, we've got the Liberty playing the Washington Mystics. We are on the Liberty minus the 5.5. Even without Ionescu, Satu Sabali, and Rebecca Allen, with Brianna Stewie running the point. This offense is unbelievable, and the French woman nobody talks about, Marina Johannes, she makes this offense go. She's really, really good. They've won 8 straight versus Washington. Average margin of victory is 13.4 points. Yeah, we're taking the Liberty minus at 5.5, and we're going to take the over because they are going over. They just run. This new coach, it's not Fernandez. I can't remember his name. He is from Golden State, though. He was in Golden State for 14 years, and they just run. So we're taking the over 164 in the Liberty Mystics game. Going back to the well with Sonia Citron, we had her Friday night over 1.5 threes. She hit that before the fourth quarter came around. Not going back to the 3-point thing because it's juice to the gills, but we're going to take Sonia Citron over 15.5 points. Second-year All-Star. She's the number one option to score. Erie Effin is worth a look for rebounds. Shakira Austin, points and rebounds. Same thing. Definitely they're worth a look, but we're going to dance with the one that brought us, and that was Miss Sonia. Thank you for inviting us to said dance. Now get us 16 points, Miss Lady. Appreciate you. Happy Mother's Day. If you got kids, don't know. Brianna Stewart, you do have a child with your boo. Happy Mother's Day to you, Brianna Stewart. We are taking your points, rebounds, and assist combination over 32.5. This Washington team is young. You've been in the league since the 80s. I'm kidding. But you are going to find a way to exploit this young Washington team. And I think even if your shots aren't falling, you're going to pass the ball and you're going to get rebounds. You're the focal point of the offense with Ionescu out. So, yeah, Brianna Stewart over 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Next game. Wait, hey, guys, that's it for the WNBA. So let's keep it going. We are now into the NBA. This is tough because I feel like the 76ers have given up, and that's not a way to bet a game. I just think it's done. Joel Embiid looks 55 years old. VJ Edgecombe is just young. Tyrese Maxey's fast, but not fast enough. He can't do it alone. Paul George is going to do his thing, I think. But look, the bet has been made. All right, I'm going to take it. We're going to do it. Knicks money line, regular juice minus 110. Knicks on the money line. They're down 3-0, 0-157. No team up 3-0 has lost the series. I just think it's over. I think it's over. So give us a Knicks on the money line. I don't think I have any props in that game. We'll see what comes of it. Aces are all right. Back to the W. We've got the Aces who just played yesterday against the Los Angeles Sparks, who got Nneka Ogwumike back, De'Erica Hamby, Kelsey Plum, and I'm forgetting her name, Cameron Brink. 6'4", 6'5". We've got a bet on her for Defensive Player of the Year as well as Most Improved Player because she tore her ACL last year. As long as she stays healthy. And Ariel Atkins, both of them, all defensive team. That this roster is built to grind. They're getting into the playoffs this year. They're going playoffs or bust. We're taking the Sparks plus a 2.5. I think you might be able to find some threes out there because people are expecting the Aces to bounce back. But people forget that the Aces were a 500 team halfway through last year, and they had a 30-point loss to the expansion Golden State Valkyries. 30-point loss to an expansion team. They had I don't even think they had a players-only meeting. I don't know what they had, but from that time on, I think they only lost 2 more games and they went on to win the championship. This is what people don't realize is before that run, they were mediocre. And they lost a few people. They looked at yesterday. They didn't care. It's a ring ceremony day, whatever. But back to fatigue. Now, look, they're traveling from Las Vegas to LA. It's 3 hours, so it's not like a big travel thing. But I really think the Sparks are going to come out with something to prove. Take them plus a 2.5. Sprinkle a little bit on that money line. Definitely worth the trip to the window. Get to the window with the Sparks. This is probably my favorite bet of the day. My other favorite bet of the day, this is my largest bet of the day, is Miss Kelsey Plum over 15.5 points. It's a 2-unit bet. It's juiced. That's fine. Last year, she was averaged almost 20 points a game, which is 4th in the WNBA. Preseason, they only played 2 games. She had 22 points a game. This is, I love this bet. This is going to cash. Kelsey Plum over 15.5, under 175.5, and the Sparks plus a 2.5. Think there are threes out there. Look for them. You'll find them. Next up, back to the NBA. We're taking the T-Wolves. Desperation bet here. You think I would have done that with Philly, but no. Minnesota has to have this. We're taking Minnesota plus the 4.5. Edward, I need Ant-Man to be Ant-Man. I need him to do his thing. What we're learning is that the Spurs can play however you want to play. We here at the To The Window podcast have a ticket on the Spurs at 10-1 to win the whole fucking thing. So that's dope. But for this game, we're taking the Timberwolves to at least keep it close. We're getting more than a possession at plus 4.5. And with that, we're taking the over 218.5. The model I have projects over around 231 points. I know defenses get tougher in the playoffs, and I get that, but the Wolves are you got to score points. You got to score points. Rudy Gobert is a bit in the way. He's a zigzag guy. He had a good game last game. He's due for a bad game, which means the Spurs are going to put some points up, which means the Timberwolves are going to have to answer, which means there's going to be a lot of points. I'm thinking 225, 227, and we've got 218.5. We'll take that all day. Next up, back to the W. We last game of the night, actually, and I'm not doing any props in this game because the Mercury are traveling from Las Vegas to Golden State. They're on a back-to-back as well, just like the Aces. No props in this one. If you need a prop, I would look at Alyssa Thomas assist, points, rebounds, assists, something involving assists, because she's gonna cash that because she is that good. Yeah, we're taking the Valkyries on the money line. We're fading both teams on a back-to-back to start the season. They're not in basketball shape yet. They only had 2 preseason games. Now, I know they had training camp and all that stuff, but a back-to-back, literally the first weekend of the season, is kind of crazy. So we're taking the Golden State Valkyries on the money line. So let's run through the card, guys. Here we go. So everything that we've gotten to the window on today is the Washington Nationals on the money line for half a unit. We are on the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line for a full unit. We're on the Minnesota Twins, the money line for half a unit. We are on the Atlanta Braves for 1 unit on the money line, and the Pittsburgh Pirates to win for half a unit. Moving on to all the bets in the WNBA. Again, we've got Connecticut, the Sun plus 2, soon to be the Houston Comets next year. That line has flipped since. I am good with you taking Connecticut on the money line just to win the game because I think they do. Seattle, Connecticut under 165 for a unit. Dominique Malonga, she plays for Seattle, over 16.5 points. Flo J. Johnson for the Seattle Storm, over 12.5 points. We're taking the New York Liberty minus 5.5. We're taking the New York Liberty and the Washington Mystics over 164.5. All these are 1 unit plays, guys. We're taking Sonia Citron over 15.5 points. We're taking Brianna Stewart, Stewie, over 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. In the association, we're taking the Knicks on the money line. Back to the W, we are taking the Sparks plus 2.5. We're also taking the Sparks and the Aces under 175.5. We are taking Miss Kelsey Plum of the Los Angeles Sparks over 15.5 points. We're taking the Minnesota Timberwolves plus 4.5 for a unit. And we're taking the Spurs and the Timberwolves over 218.5. And last but not least, the Golden State Valkyrie. The Golden State Valkyrie on the money line. Lots of bets. Manage your risk accordingly. If you are risk averse, cut the units in half. If you are risk averse, pick a sport and follow. Wouldn't suggest following MLB right now if you're addicted to finding winners, because when all you bet is underdogs, variance is going to come. You're going to have losing streaks, and it's going to happen. We're down like 2 units or some shit like that, but it's cyclical. It's all cyclical. It's all coming back. It's a wazi. It's a woozy. It's a wazi. So by the All-Star break, we will be up in baseball. I can promise you that. Biggest positions of the day in baseball are the Tampa Bay Rays, and the biggest position in the WNBA is Kelsey Plum over 15.5 points. That's 20 bets, one card. Hey, you got a favorite play of the day? Leave it in the comments. We're going to run it back tomorrow. You can follow all these bets in the Pikkit app. At Jemia, Jemia. Same thing on the Juice Reel app for those looking for legitimate bet tracking. There's no hiding behind that. It is what it is. I just want to take a second again before I get up out of here, beating your eardrums up for the past 20 minutes. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Thank you so much for all that you do, all that you put up with. And just thank you so much. I've heard people complain about Father's Day and all that shit, man. Fuck all that, man. Mother's Day is a holiday where you need to show gratitude to the person that created you. And I know me, myself, and my friends have gotten to a point where we're getting there to where, the children become the parent and the parent becomes the child, vice versa, but remember, these women raised you. They made you. They created you. They built you. And you know what they did? They made you tough. And life is hard, but they raised you tough. I know my mama did. My mama raised me right. And she's 5'2", and I'm still terrified of that woman. So, Mom, I love you. Happy Mother's Day. Again, my little brother, Deontay Deshad Flowers, my brother. Go buy our mother something nice right now if you haven't. Love you, little bro. Mama, I love you so much. You guys, get these bets to the window. This is Jemia from the To the Window Sports Betting Podcast. Do not bet what you can't afford to lose. If a bet makes you sweat, you are not doing it right. Make sure to take care of you, all right? You guys have a great Sunday. Happy Mother's Day. We'll see you next time. Love.